this game going.
Here we go. Game number 1 underway in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Dimwit underway first, and theeeDave not too far behind. Bit of a nice checkered board for theeeDave starting off on this level. He's going to have a bit of a chasm there on that right side, so that will kind of hamper a little bit of drop time, but he's filling that up nicely. Dimwit, though, going to have a lot of problem on his top shelf. He's got a lot of red and a lot of yellow.
Yeah, not a lot of access to blue. And looking at Dave's board, Dave is going to be starting to run into an issue where he has no red. Now doesn't have any red on his top line. So he's really got to be creative with that garbage, as he has a 3-virus lead right now over Dimwit. Again, theeeDave needing this win a little bit more than Dimwit as far as championship standings go, but you want to see a good performance from both players. And it's now 14-12 as Dimwit has taken the lead here, as theeeDave running into a bit of rough RNG.
Yeah, getting a little bit of RNG trouble. He's got the variety he needs to really advance and progress, but Dimwit has kind of advanced beyond that at this point. Look, gets a nice little double there. But yeah, the RNG gods are not cooperating with theeeDave right now. He's trying so hard to try to find the right pieces, put them in properly, but it's not going the way he wants to.
But he is down to close to single digits here. He's going to get single digits off this combo clear. Nice way to clean that up. But Dimwit out at 1:32.
Yeah, Dimwit had a nice little horizontal clear there to get out of 6. And as we head into level 7 for Dimwit, not that much red on the top shelf, but it's workable. It's something you can adapt a little bit of garbage, but it shouldn't be too much of a hassle to deal with. theeeDave, though, trying to clear out his end game here, not getting much going, unfortunately.
And he's buried. He's buried that yellow virus in row 1. That's going to be his critical point here. Oh no, he did clear that vertically. I thought he was going to go horizontally on it. He's down to his final 4 viruses, but a rough going here in 6. But theeeDave will be out at 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
Now it's time to see if theeeDave can kind of up his game here in level 7. It's a new level. Just gotta get your mind away from what happened previously. Just go to town.
And that seems to be what he's doing here. 28 viruses to go off to a very good start. Going to get that easy double. Just going to accept garbage. And I think that's a good call, having a little bit of pill combinations on that right side of the board, because you see how heavy blue-red that the right side is.
Yeah, it's very heavy. It's especially going to be when you get down to that lower right-hand pocket. That's where it's going to be. That's where it's probably his end game scenario is going to end up, where he's going to have a lot of red and a lot of blue. I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of yellow disappears.
Dimwit with a big spire out in column 8, and he might try to get this blue out to make the double red a little bit more accessible, and that is the play he's taking. He is going to have to drop some stuff down, but with that double yellow, he's going to get it nice and easy here. Really good pace here on 7 as he's down to his final virus, leaving that blue virus up in column 8 as his last one. And now he's getting hot dog attacked.
Oh no!
And
it's
out
ketchup and mustard.
Out at 3:28, so a bit slower on that 7. That has allowed Dave to catch up a bit. He has 12 viruses. Didn't take that double yellow into the center of his board. Could have gotten a quick yellow clear.
Yeah, I'm just kind of noticing that he did have that opportunity. I don't think he's wanting to play it that way. I think he wants to open up the red, and that's exactly what he's done there. He's setting up his end game here. Looks like he's going to clear out those 2 blues on the left side horizontally. And he's probably just waiting for the right piece to come in there, and he's going to get it.
He gets the tree stump, and now
he's got a nice tuck there too.
And Dave with a very quick 7, if everything cooperates, out at 4:12. But Dimwit already down to 27 viruses here on 8. theeeDave's going to have to play a little bit more aggressively as Dimwit's starting to attack that right side. Good tuck play there. He is down to 23 viruses and even less to go now down to 21.
Yeah, theeeDave is going to need to really amp up his aggression here to really ooh, what a great little tuck there to set up a perfect placement of that red-yellow piece. But yeah, Dimwit's already down to 14 viruses. He's going to probably get down to 12 right now. Yes, he does. And he is just slowly pecking away at these viruses. He's already down to 9. theeeDave is really going to have to really amp his game up now.
He could have used that blue-red to clear that red horizontally. He does go ahead and do that. Down to 16 viruses. A very clean board for Dave thus far. A little bit of an issue on that right side with that overhanging yellow garbage, but I think he'll take care of it pretty astutely.
Yeah, he's got a good setup for it, and if he gets a bit of a hot dog, he might be okay. And he's got it there, but won't take it.
Dimwit out of 8 at about 529, so he's cruising right now. Not very much a double-friendly board. There is a cluster of blue he could easily take care of. But what's interesting for Dimwit is most of his viruses are right in the center of that board. Nothing going on much on the bottom.
Yeah, it's right around rows 2 and 3. That's where that last cluster of viruses are for theeeDave, and he has that little annoying red virus there at the bottom right-hand side, and now he's getting nothing for red, and that's got to be very frustrating.
Welcome to Dr. Mario, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we know that too well. But theeeDave looking to get a couple more pieces out of it. Needs one more red. He'll get it, and he'll be out at 617.
And he is 23 viruses behind, but Dimwit's struggling a little bit here. Has a very scattered board. Gets rid of that overhanging, or that yellow kind of straggling out towards the center of the board. He's going to get a vertical to a horizontal drop cross there. He's down to 12 viruses as theeeDave starts to go to work here. And theeeDave has a pretty clean board, and I really like what he's trying to do.
He's really setting up a lot of doubles, a lot of triples, making good use of combos. You know, he's having to deal with a little bit of garbage that he's got on the left side, but again, making the best of a bad situation, which is kind of Dr. Mario to a T, where you just got to try to make the best of what you got. He is starting to come back a little bit. He's got about 20 viruses to go. If he can amp it up a little bit, might be able to get it a little closer. But theeeDave now is having to look at Dimwit, who's got about 5 viruses to go. And it looks like he's setting things up for looks like he might be going for a little swaggy combo here.
Definite big combo there. Has that yellow virus. Could have cleared horizontally and dropped everything down, but I don't think it matters much to Dimwit as he's out at a 741, and he takes game 1.
Yeah, a pretty novel cruise there for Dimwit. Kind of par for the course for him, but did a nice job there. And theeeDave did a good job on it. He got within about a dozen viruses of him, so it's definitely something to hang your hat on.
All right, we've got a game 1 win, and theeeDave topping out to get to game 2 here. GG's from both our players.
And it looks like we've already got it ready for Dimwit for round 2. And a ready from theeeDave. So we are in pre-stage. We're ready to go for game number 2. And up in 3, 2, 1, Dave's. And we're off for game number 2. Bit of a scattered board for Dimwit on this opening start.
And it's a very, very tight board for theeeDave. A lot of stuff tightly packed, but it's very slight. I don't think drop time really is going to be much of a problem for theeeDave. It's going to be the lack of yellow on his top line.
Yeah, all the yellows are right there in that bottom third of the board. So he's not going to be able to do anything with yellow right now in this initial stage. If he can clear out, I think the best way to clear out and get access to yellow would be start maybe attacking the left side of the board. That'd probably be the best way to do it.
He also really just needs to clear that blue in column 5. That's really the key pain point there, and he has opened up access to yellow again. And we're going to see theeeDave start to work here at 14 viruses, keeping this close against Dimwit. as Dimwit down to 8 viruses. Dimwit's got those 2 yellow stragglers up top. At what point do you say screw it and go vertically?
It's like he's got a tough board here. He's gonna have to take out that left side first, and he's kind of working on that right now. Nice little double clear there. I think at this point you might want to consider, like, if you're getting a glut of yellow, maybe go for it. Go for the horizontal play. But that's a horrific error there from Dimwit. But he's still setting up. He's still gonna get a clear. He's going to hang tough with it.
But this has bought theeeDave just a little bit of time, but not enough as that double yellow comes out. 1:37 for Dimwit, but theeeDave not far behind.
Yeah, he just needs to get 3 more blues. There's the 2 of them. Can he get the 3rd? He will. He's out at 146.
Great time for theeeDave. A very horizontal double-friendly board for Dimwit if he can swing it. Meanwhile, theeeDave, a good variety-packed board here. I don't really see him really losing out on access to any specific color. He has a lot of yellows stacked on the top of his board, but nothing too major. And we're seeing him work through what was a little bit of rough RNG. He's eyeballing those reds right in between there on road 2, and goes ahead and gets that double. Good play for theeeDave. He's down to 23.
Yeah, I think the reds. Ooh, and there's a bit of a misflip there from theeeDave. Was gonna head up to the combo, but couldn't make it. Just misflipped it there, unfortunately. I think the reds he's dealing with, maybe on the left side, right in that left middle pack there, that's probably going to be nagging at him for a little bit because he doesn't have much access to it. He's going to open it up eventually, but it's going to be one of those things where you got to wait. You got to find the right piece to drag out. What's on top of you. Meanwhile,
Dimwit with a big combo by Dimwit.
Wow, what a combo. And he's out at 256.
I believe he finished that level in about 1:20 seconds, which is just blazing fast for 7. Well done to Dimwit. He's down to 32 viruses, and theeeDave seems to be hanging up here a bit on level 7.
Yeah, having a little bit of trouble. That access to yellow is starting to be a little bit of a burden right now, but he is recovering from it. He's got an opening available, and he just needs to find the right ways to clear out those blues.
And he's had an opportunity to horizontally clear the reds. I think he's going to go for the fat log, which will really, of course, make everybody in our chat thrilled. 7 viruses to go here as Dimwit continuing to go to town. He's about to get himself a horizontal triple, down to 13 viruses on 8.
Yeah, 13 for Dimwit here. Looks like theeeDave will get those blues out of the way. But now he's kind of dependent on that red-yellow top. Well, fortune does smile upon him, though. He does get that cleared out of the way. Oh, and he's going to get a huge break, and he'll be able to clear out 7 at 4:04.
Time not found.
Lol.
We've got...
Go ahead.
Dimwit down to his final 4 viruses here and setting himself up beautifully for an end game. Just needs a total of 4 reds and he will be out. So let's see if RNG cooperates. Meanwhile, theeeDave off to a bit of a rocky start here on level 8. A bit of garbage already in the center of his board. But he is going to get some stuff cleared out over on that left side potentially. No, he's going to go down the middle. 30 viruses to go. He's got a lot of almost clears.
Yeah, everything's kind of set up where it's like you just need one more pill. You just need the right piece to come in and click. And he gets a nice combo on the right side. And another bit of a semi-lightning bolt there on the left. And he's kind of opened up the board a little bit, but he's really fallen behind.
32 viruses to go for Dimwit, and Dimwit going for that horizontal clear. Looking to clear out garbage. Nice way to clear out that top line, keep it nice and safe. Dropping into a double and then getting another 1 pill clear. Great work by Dimwit here as he's down to his 23 viruses on 9. theeeDave just simply looking to avoid getting lapped right now.
Yeah, it's kind of become a runaway for Dimwit right now, and everything's kind of pointing his way. The best thing for theeeDave to do right now is just to try to avoid getting lapped. And try and increase that efficiency, because remember, he's still in contention for a playoff spot. So if he can maintain good virus efficiency, he'll be all right.
Yeah, he will need to focus on, of course, getting that win, but this does appear to be out of reach. I think he's just trying to get out of the level here, down to his final 7 viruses, 5 viruses to go. And you see a little bit of hesitation there. I think he did something he didn't like.
I think he was trying to go for the horizontal clear of that red so he can access yellow, but didn't. Then he kind of realized, oh wait, that's kind of a mistake. But he can get rid of that blue and get that out of the way at least.
Dimwit, meanwhile, has a bit of a spire in column 2 and has just no access to red, and the game is giving him a bunch of red, which is allowing Dave to get out 631 for theeeDave, as Dimwit getting that double clear, and then a little bit of garbage off the board to boot. 9 viruses to go, but they're all bunched up on that left side.
Yeah, it's all yellow and all blue here. He's gonna have to hope for not a lot of red to pop up on his RNG, but it's giving him a little bit of what he needs, but it's also really teasing him at this point. Oh, clear!
Big clear and a big sweet tea as well to kick it off.
And looks like he was trying to wait for a double blue, but didn't pop in, and he'll finish it out with a 708.
Dimwit will take the match at a 708, and he will advance to round number 2, and he'll take on Packy, which I'm sure he's looking very forward to. But it's 2 games to none for theeeDave, but a great showing by theeeDave. And he tops out, finishes at 9-25. And Dimwit saying, "Oh God, I have to face Packy now." A big round 2 match, and that'll be a little bit later. But theeeDave doesn't quite get it going there against Dimwit. It's 2-0. And when we come back, our next match will be Sarah Sparkle versus DM Hero. You won't want to miss that. That'll be, I believe, Ethan and John on that, or Savage. A combination of those 3. We'll be back very, very soon. Don't go anywhere, folks.